Welcome back, folks, to the WP-Tonic interview show. This is episode 448. We've got a great guest, Matt Giovanisci. I probably butchered his surname, but he told me he was not going to hunt me down and kill me afterwards. So that's okay. And I've also got my great co-host, Adrian. Adrian, would you like to quickly introduce yourself to the listeners and viewers?
Hi, everyone. My name is Adrian. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called Groundhog. We build and sell, maintain, and publish marketing automation and sales plugins for businesses that use WordPress.
That's great. And we're going to be talking about how to make really superb converting landing pages. We're also going to be talking about affiliate marketing, how to do it the right way. Matt, would you like to quickly introduce yourself to the listeners and viewers?
Yeah. So my name is Matt Giovanisci. It's said a bunch of different ways. I'm so used to it at this point.
I found a unique way of saying it.
Yeah, you found it. Yeah, everyone has one, especially when you get calls from like telemarketers. They're a telemarketer because you can't say my name. So I run a site called MoneyLab.co, which is it's a site and a podcast that I hard to explain, but I basically do experiments and challenges to make money online in crazy and different ways. And that's sort of my main business. And as it relates to WordPress, all of my websites, I have a flagship business called swimuniversity.com that I've had for like 12 years now. And I teach people how to take care of their pools and hot tubs because I did grow up in the pool industry for most of my life, and started a website business around that, and have started multiple businesses around affiliate marketing and digital products. I'm a web developer. I am a graphic designer. I'm a podcast producer. I'm a video editor and filmer. Kind of a jack of all trades when it comes to digital internet-y things.
Yeah, so that was a man of many talents.
Yeah, just a multimedia.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, before we go into the main part of the interview, folks, I want to mention one of our great sponsors, and that's Kinsta Hosting. Why is Kinsta? Kinsta is one of the most premier hosting providers in the WordPress hosting space. If you've got a website, or you're working with a client and you're building a WooCommerce website, a membership site, a learning management system, your normal cheap hosting ain't going to cut it. And if you're looking for really premier hosting with fantastic support, Kinsta are the people to go to. They host all their websites on the Google Cloud platform, but what you get is a superb interface and also the best support on the market 24/7. I mean, some of the best support on the market. We've been hosting the WP-Tonic website for over 2 years. They've been supporting the show for almost 2 years. And I'm just been delighted with their support and being a partner with them. So go over to Kinsta, buy one of their packages, and also tell them that you heard about them on the WP-Tonic show. That really supports the show. So, Matt, let's start with landing pages. Why so many of them fail? Why are so many of them awful?
Are they all awful? They're really hard to make. I'll tell you that. I think you can, especially if you don't know what you're doing with design and coding and sales copy. And I mean, there's so many different pieces of a landing page and what makes a good landing page. And if you tell somebody what makes a good landing page, they might say something completely different from someone else. And so, I think the reason why they're bad is because they're hard, and it's really hard to find information on how to do a good one. And I think that goes for like everything on the internet. I mean, for example, when I started my business, I would, research and learn about SEO, and the more I would take certain tactics and apply it to my business, and then they didn't work, and I'm like throwing my hands up in the air, like, why isn't this working? And it wasn't until I either sat down with myself and just asked, like, what would I want as a human being in this particular, like, what questions do I have if I were looking at this for the first time? Or what do I think would work? And then just kind of following that strategy and then putting that strategy in place and then just kind of focusing on it, like kind of, going on an information diet, throwing everything else out the window, ignoring all the marketing tactics and, things that people tell you to do, and just kind of trust your gut. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it, or I guess on top of the gut thing, is to just look and see what your people are doing on the landing page and ask them. Like you don't even need software. You can literally, like, if anybody signs up, you can just email them and say, like, what made you sign up? Like, what part was it? The landing page? Was it something there? Or like if they try to leave, you could ask for their email address. Like, hey, we just want to ask you a question. What why didn't it work? Was it too long? Sometimes, like, that's the thing. Like you sit there and you can make this huge landing page with all this sales copy and all these images, and you're like, this is the greatest sales page of all time. And then most people would just be like, it was too long. I'm like, you're like, that's the one thing I didn't think it was going to be, right? It's like, all right, well, so I think you could you could literally hunt on the internet and be like, how long should a sales page be? And some jackass out there will be like, it needs to be 1,200 words. It needs to be 5,000 words. It needs to have these elements. And you'll put all of those things in place, and then you won't convert at all. And you'll throw your hands up and go, like, I don't know what's wrong. And it's really just about, like, one, trusting your gut and what you feel is right, and two, asking the people who are actually visiting your site and signing up for your service what made them do it, and then just add more of that, or improve that part.
Yeah, I totally agree. Before I throw it over to Adrian, but isn't there one fundamental thing that a lot of people forget about, though, Matt, is that if you ain't got a lot of traffic going to your website in the first place, you can have the best landing pages in the world, because only a small percentage of them are going to, it's really dependent on the amount of traffic you got to start off with, isn't it?
Yeah, and it depends on the type of traffic too, because not all traffic is equal. So you could sit there and, like, we're currently running Facebook. So we have a WordPress plugin called Lasso at getlasso.co. And I designed this massive landing page. It's got videos, moving images, all kinds of stuff. And we have, like, almost zero traffic. Hopefully this podcast will help. But we started running Facebook ads, and I'm like, well, okay, what audience is going to work? What's going to resonate? Like, if I choose an audience of, like, people who like affiliate marketing and also WordPress, are those people going to be good, or are they going to be just, am I just paying for traffic's sake, or am I paying for the right kind of traffic? So for us, I think we're just right now we're just trying to experiment with different audiences and seeing which one resonates with our landing page. And again, like, asking them, what made you buy? Like, why did you sign up for the free trial? What is it? Oh, it was this. Okay, we should probably make that more prevalent on the sales page, or maybe highlight that a little bit more with better copy or whatever. And then one of the things that I do before I even design a sales page at all is write a huge, like, Word doc, trying to I write a letter to a friend who I think would be interested in my software or my product, and just, like, tell them a story that's like, hey, this is what, I built this because of X and blah, 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 blah. Then I write it all down and I do all the editing, and then I build the sales page around that copy.
That's great. Over to you, Adrian.
Actually, I want to follow up on something that Matt mentions. You're about to run, like, this huge Facebook campaign, and we're talking about what makes a good landing page. And, sometimes what people do, and I am certainly guilty of this, is I'll go see what other people are doing. I'll go see the ads, the type of ads that they're running, and I'll go to the landing page, and I'll just, I have no shame. I will just blatantly, like, more or less just copy the damn thing, right?
Yep.
If I'm in the same niche, same vertical, I'm offering the same product, just in a little bit of a different way, just change the headline, change a few images, and you more or less got the same thing. And it's works for them, it'll work for me. That's
and you got to start.
What happened.
No, but you do have to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I think it's, like, a good place to start and then grow. But yeah, there's so many times that I've done that, where I've taken other people's, existing thing and that's the thing. Do you even know if it works for them?
No, we don't.
Right?
We really don't.
You don't even know.
They could be spending, like, millions of dollars, and that million, we don't know what their ad budget is, so we don't know what the level of engagement is. And that's just to say, just from a personal experience, because you're running Facebook ads. I ran Facebook ads, and it was a total just waste of money. I copied the campaign, or emulated, I should say, the campaign from a company called Sendy. It's a marketing. It's an email marketing platform. It's self-hosted. I run a self-hosted email marketing platform.
Yeah.
So I feel like same audience, same kind of deal, same kind of ad copy, right? And it was just a total waste of money. So what works for other companies, even in the same niche, might not work for you. So, it's really important that you do your experimentation.
Yeah.
You do your ad copy, and you go with your gut, like you said. You just, it wasn't really my gut feeling. I was just, this might work, and this might work is not necessarily something to bank a lot of money on.
No, and you do learn from it, right?
Yeah,
You learn.
I did learn a lot.
you might learn it doesn't work. I think too. You have to recognize that sometimes I definitely do this a lot, where I'll take a sales page like Intercom, and I'll be like, oh, this is a great sales page. I love the sales page. And I'll make a sales page very similar to it. And then you realize, like, well, they're Intercom. Like, they're big. They're a huge company. They already have like brand awareness. So of course they don't need a really like snappy headline. They need like they can be a little artsy and a little bit cooler than everybody else. Whereas like if you're just getting started, you have to be like blatantly obvious in what you're selling. Like, don't try to be clever or cool. Like right now, even on our Lasso sales page, which we're having trouble with Facebook ads, it says make more money with every link. That's like a cool, slick headline. It's true. That's our actual goal, but it probably needs to say something more like, how to make more money with every link by managing all of your links in one place with our, affiliate marketing WordPress plugin. Like that's like, it needs to be like kind of, foolproof if
Right.
And I think especially when you're getting started, once you get up and you're the cool kid in town, then you could have like a snappy clever headline if you want.
Yeah, but I think what you said, if you're like new to the game, like if you go and decide to like copy a sales page from a super huge company that's got brand recognition clout, like what works for them will not necessarily work for you. It would be you might want to go find a smaller player who's already successful, do the same thing and try and emulate that. But again, if they're small, there's no guarantee that it's
I know there's that too. And here's the thing. I always find it really difficult when I said earlier, like ask for feedback, ask the people who bought your thing. And I'm like, that sounds great when you have people who've bought your thing and they're willing to share that information with you. But if you're just getting started and there's nobody to ask, it's like, how do you do that? And I think with that, there are plugins, there are things you could add to the sales page to kind of just get literally any kind of information. There's like Hotjar. You could see what people are doing on your website, record them. Literally like I think when you're first setting up a landing page or a sales page for anything, you really need to set yourself up to learn for like the first few months and figure, and then, drive traffic to it any way you can. If you got to pay for it, you don't have to pay a lot of money. You could do a really simple campaign in Facebook or Google Ads or whatever. You could share, I don't know. It's really hard to get traffic if you're not using like SEO, but the more information you can get, the more you can improve on your sales page. And don't think that your sales page is a one and done type of situation. Like my sales pages are ever evolving all the time. Right.
Absolutely.
Whenever I get a new piece of information, I'm like, all right, well, that's a good idea. And if it resonates with me, then it'll probably resonate with my audience since I am my own audience. So I'll go in and tweak those things. And, I'm not really big on like A/B testing things, especially when you have, because everyone wants to A/B test things. I'll tell you one thing. If you don't have an audience, if you do not have traffic, like if you don't have like New York Times level traffic,
there's
A/B
really
testing,
no point.
The A/B testing is completely pointless. Yeah, you need it will take you years before you get a legit answer. So you kind of at the beginning just have to go with your gut and anecdotally based on user feedback. If you can get it, I would set stuff up to get that stuff early on.
Thank you. And I think with that we need to go for the break.
Yeah, I think we're going to go for the break, and when we come back, we're going to delve into affiliate marketing. I think we've had a superb discussion already, and Matt has been very generous with his knowledge. We'll be back in a few moments, folks. We're coming back. We've had a good discussion already, but before we go into affiliate marketing, I want to talk quickly about one of our other sponsors, and that's Lifter LMS. Now, what is Lifter LMS? Well, if you're looking to build a course or courses and you're looking for one of the best WordPress-based learning management system, Lifter LMS is a great choice. I personally feel it's one of the best on the market. It's got a superb team behind it. I personally know both developers or owners of the plugin, and they're just been gambusting the functionality and what they're building and the community they're building. So if that sounds interesting for yourself or for a client, go over to Lifter LMS, see what they've got to offer, and also tell them that you heard about them on the WP-Tonic website podcast. Right, Matt, we're going to be discussing affiliate marketing, something I've been trying very hard and totally failing to some extent, but I keep at it. I have bursts of like there's so many balls that you're juggling. There's
many moving parts.
So I kind of, the way I deal with it is I put everything in a little department, and then something, I do my best at the time, and I leave it, and then I talk to somebody like you, and then I go back to it. And I know I've got to do better affiliate marketing, but I've not been that successful so far. Got any insights about some of the key things people get wrong about affiliate marketing to start the conversation?
Well, I think it's what people get wrong about it is that it's easy money. It's not. It takes a long time to grow. It requires a lot of traffic because you're not selling a digital product where you're making 100% of the revenue. You're making 8% maybe on a good affiliate. 30% if you're doing software, and and you have to be a salesperson. Like, you have to develop I didn't explain this. I apologize. I meant on the other side, I'm trying to get affiliates to sell and I've been totally, I haven't had much success getting the right affiliates to kind of sign up. To be honest with you, I don't know anything about that side of it. We have it with Lasso, because obviously it's an affiliate marketing WordPress plugin for people who make money with affiliate marketing. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Now, we do have an affiliate program with Lasso. People are using the affiliate program to sign up for Lasso. How to get them energized to actually pitch your stuff, I think if I had to make a guess, it would be providing them value and providing them, not value, assets to make it easy for them to put things, like, for example, I have an affiliate relationship with a company, and they're just like, hey, please just put one of our links on one of your pages. Just it's all they're asking for. And I'm just like, yeah, I'll get to it. And it's just like, it just keeps getting pushed back. And the reason it happens is because it's like, well, the thing that I'm doing is working right now. I'm not really, a lot of website owners are not really into, I shouldn't classify and generalize, but, like going in and updating old things all the time. I think you'd want to constantly remind them and then make it very easy for them. We're like, hey, all we're asking for is, send an email out, send a tweet out. Here's the tweet. Here's the email already crafted for you. Here's an asset. Here's an image. Here's, just basically providing them with making it very, very easy for them. Because here's the thing, as an affiliate marketer myself, it's, if you don't have something to make it easy, it becomes hard. And one of the reasons we even developed Lasso was, going into each and every blog post and finding the link and updating that link in each post is a pain in the ass. It's like you would need if you're running a bigger company, you would need to hire somebody. And so, because we have these large websites that get millions of visitors a month, we're like, okay, what can we do to make it easy on ourselves as business owners to update and add new affiliate links and to all of our blog posts without having to go into each and every single one of them. And that's why we developed Lasso. And on top of that, you need to develop relationships with affiliates like yourself. I also run an affiliate program for MoneyLab. I run an affiliate program for Lasso. And to be honest, on both of those, I do a very bad job at providing assets and providing the tools needed to engage my affiliate marketers to go and promote my thing for me, but you need to have a system. Everything that I've ever done in business that has been successful has been because I developed a system and put it on autopilot in some way. Because if it's up to me to remember to do something, I will fail. I will fail miserably because I have, SOS, right? So shiny object syndrome. So like it is this like constant battle of like, should I be doing this? Yes or no? Okay, I should be. Great. I'm going to do it. And then I do it for like a week. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done because I'm bored. But if I instead, like, I'm going to do this thing, I'll set up a system, write down all the steps, and then literally hand it over to a VA or hand it over to somebody on my team, or at least for me, put it in Asana so that it comes up every Tuesday, every Wednesday, whatever it is. Then at least if there's some sort of like mechanical system that's helping me push this thing along, it'll work. And I think like with affiliate marketing, it is like, hey, every week, go in and update these posts. Hey, every week, go and email your affiliate marketers and tell them that you're running a promotion. Tell them that here's a new asset that they can add to their websites. Here's a new email that they could send out to their email list that's completely written by you and for you. Just change things here and there. The more you make it easy and consistent for people, the better it's going to be. And the same thing goes for the other side of affiliate marketing is just adding one affiliate link to a popular post doesn't make money. You have to go in and add affiliate links to multiple posts and actually sell those affiliate links. Why are you telling me to click this thing? Be honest and transparent. Why am I clicking this thing? Should I be clicking this thing? Where is this thing going to take me? And you want to lead them to the best success possible, which is, hey, I'm recommending this, this software like you just did. I use this software. I like this software. Here's how I use it. Give them the most amount of information possible, and you will have the most success with people clicking and converting into sales for you.
I think you just outlined what I've not been doing. I think that was superb, Matt. And just a quick before I throw it over to Adrian, is it also, you've got to do everything you've just said, because I also think people forget the 20-80 rule, that only about 20% of those have fit, even if you do all this work.
Right.
Which I've not been doing, which I'm going to be writing out a plan after this podcast, based on what your advice you're just giving, because I think you were spot on, is that the reason why you got to do that is that only all the people that you outreach, only 20% are really going to send you any kind of possible clients, aren't they? Or
at the 20% conversion rate, it's pretty good in my eyes.
Yep, that's true. Over to you, Adrian.
And I think I'm going to expand on like that 80-20 rule really quickly, because when you're running an affiliate program, you get like three kinds of affiliates. You get the people who's like, that's their main gig. Like their entire life is they do affiliate marketing. They do YouTube tutorials on various different products, and they run courses and they whatnot. But really the whole purpose of like their business entity is to send people elsewhere and get that 20 to 30% affiliate commission. So there's that group of people. The next group of people are like partners and implementers and agencies, where they are doing implementation work, and then they're going to send their people to go get their license keys and whatnot, and then whenever they get a client, they're going to send them with their affiliate link. And then you have the third group, and that third group makes up probably the majority of most people, and those are like, oh, I can sign up to be an affiliate. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like usually
I'll make a little extra money.
Yeah. And it'll be easy, right? I was listening to your podcast, and it was like, it'll be easy, they said. We'll make extra money, they said. Being an affiliate is really easy, they said.
Right.
And it's like none of those things are necessarily true. In order to be like a solid affiliate, you have to have a couple things first. Well, number one, you have to have an audience. And number two, you have to have a distribution method. If you don't have either of those things, you cannot expect any like sort of traffic or revenue from said affiliate.
Right. But it's really easy to get affiliate links and to start. If you're just getting started, you have zero traffic, and you want to start making money the first person who visits your website, the easiest way to do that is to throw an affiliate link on there and sell the shit out of it. But if you're, if you wanted to create a product on your own and sell that, well, that's way more harder. It's a lot harder to do, because then you have to do the product and then you have to build the audience. Whereas like at least the product's already done. I may not make 100% revenue, but I might make 8, 10, 30% revenue or whatever. So it is the easiest way to get started. And I do recommend it. Even if I sell my own products and stuff, we still take advantage of affiliate marketing because there's products that we don't sell, but that work really well with our products. Like on MoneyLab, I talk about SEO a lot, and it's like, and I talk about page speed, and I don't own my own page speed plugins. I don't own my own hosting service with like incredibly good caching. So I need to recommend those things. And if I'm going to recommend those things, the things that I personally use, which is what affiliate marketing is all about, you would need to build trust. If I'm going to do that, well, then I'm gonna like use those affiliate links. Like, why not?
Yeah,
why
absolutely.
not take the cash, right?
In like a personal case for me, I have a recommends page, and tools that I use and other customers use in tandem with my tool. I'm just like, hey, listen, people use this stuff. I'm gonna go get an affiliate. I'm just gonna throw it to our recommends page. If a sale comes through it, then that's great. But that's like kind of the affiliate that I am for other companies. Is
Right.
like I'm in the third group.
Right. Yeah.
I could be
same.
an affiliate. That's
Right.
kind of cool. But I'm not like spending money or exerting effort besides like throwing the link on a page somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And that's going to be the vast majority of your affiliates, is they're going to put the link on a page somewhere, but they're not usually going to actively promote it unless, like what you said, you make it extremely easy and they're engaged enough that they're going to want to go ahead and do that. But that's a lot, that requires, putting a lot of effort into your affiliate program. If you're not ready to do that, then you can't expect that in return.
Yeah, you have to nurture that audience for sure. And then here's the thing too. If you want to be an affiliate marketer, I want to point out that it's not all doom and gloom, because I make my living from affiliate marketing. My site, Swim University, yes, it gets millions of visitors a month. It took me 12 years to get there, but that site is doing like multiple six figures every year. So it's like, and that's all just from Amazon. So like with like the lowest amount, like I'm not selling software, I'm selling physical products. Like it can be done and it can be sustainable. It's just, you got to start somewhere, and you got to build traffic, and you have to build trust, and you have to build relationships. And it's like, none of those things are going to happen immediately, right? You have to, everything's an iteration on itself. Every week, every day, you have to go in and just change a little bit more, one thing at a time. You cannot eat an entire elephant in one bite. You have to do it one piece at a time. And it's really hard as an entrepreneur and somebody who can do it all, the jack of all trades who can do it all, wants to just get everything done in a single day. And as much as I want that, and I really, really want that, and it stresses me out that it's not finished. Sometimes I'm like, I need to just go into Asana, break my task down into individual tasks, and assign one tiny thing a day. And I go in, I'm like, I'm going to write this article. I'm going to add these 10 affiliate links. I'm going to, promote this, whatever. I'm going to, create an email for my list and schedule it. Like every day, it's just like one piece at a time. And the consistency is what builds businesses, not the trying to do it all at once.
And I think that is a great point to start closing up and wrapping up. Do you?
Just before we do that, are there any, have you got any really good resources about affiliate marketing on one of your websites?
Yeah. I mean, I think go to moneylab.co. That's just like everything that I do to make money online with affiliate marketing is kind of there in some capacity. If you sign up for my email list at moneylab.co, I have emails that go out that talk about exactly how I do it, the tools that I use. I have courses. I have an entire course around affiliate marketing and how I do it. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of information over at MoneyLab. And then with affiliate marketing, we have a tool called Lasso at getlasso.co, which is a WordPress plugin that manages all your affiliate links and allows you to update them. And it connects, if you want to use it with Amazon or any other affiliate program, but with Amazon specifically, it connects directly to their API. You can build display boxes to increase your conversion rates. You'll see where all your affiliate links appear on what pages, and if they're getting clicked, you can send that data over to Google Analytics so you know which affiliate links are actually working and where, and then you can tweak them, change them without having to go into each and every single post to update them. You can do it all in one dashboard view. It's pretty awesome.
That's fantastic. And Adrian, how can people find out more about you and what you're up to?
So if you are looking to communicate with your affiliate list better, you may need a solution, maybe email marketing in order to be able to do that. Groundhog is a full suite CRM and email marketing platform built as a WordPress plugin. So you can just drop it into your pre-existing WordPress site. And if you want to find out more about how you can do that, you can go to groundhog with 2 G's at the end .io.
That's fantastic. And we're going to have some bonus content. Matt's been generous and agreed to stay on with us. I haven't scared him so far. And we're going to be talking about some of the things he's learned about trying to build Lasso, some of the things, some of the mistakes he's made, some of the victories he's had, what he's learned from the process so far, and anything else he wants to throw into the discussion. Also, if you want to support the show, the best way is to go to Apple and give us a review. It really does help the show a lot. I know it's a pain in the posterior, but if you're getting real value from the show, please go over to Apple and give us a review. And also, I publish the shows on the YouTube channel the quickest. So if you want to see the shows the earliest possible, it's best to go to our YouTube channel and register there, and you'll be notified when a new show appears. Matt, all I can say is you have to come back in the new year. Hopefully you agree to do that.
I can do that.
I think you've given an enormous amount of value and insight. And it's been a great show. We'll be back next week with another, hopefully, great guest like Matt, offering some real tips and real world experience to make you or your client's website more successful. We'll see you soon, folks. Bye. So, Matt, Lasso. So, what made you decide to go into the world of WordPress plugins?
Well,
there was a sigh there.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I want to say 2014. So I have a site I mentioned before called Swim University, and I make most of I would say 70% of my income comes from Amazon affiliate links, and I was running a show called Listen Money Matters, which is a podcast about personal finance. And my co-host, my friend, he was like, you need to build something on your website that allows you to add Amazon affiliate links, tap into the API, and just like never have to worry about it. And I was like, okay. I am not really, when I say I'm a developer, I'm mostly a website. Like I could do HTML, CSS, little tiny bit of JavaScript, a little more PHP. But I'm pretty dangerous when it comes to building themes. And I've done software in the past, but like I'm just kind of like, I'm like dangerous enough to make something, like to make a prototype, to make something that actually works. And so I sat down and like for a month, I built this, like, it wasn't a plugin at the time. It was just this tool where I would add I'd be in my blog post in WordPress, and I would put bracket Amazon ID equals, and then whatever the Amazon ID was from Amazon, and then close bracket. And then when you load it, I would update it. And then when you would load that page, it would quickly go to Amazon's API, find the ID, and grab the image, the description, the price, and the URL, all that stuff, and print out a box that showed the image, the title, the description, and then a buy button. And the buy button would be linked to my affiliate account. So I was able to do that for a couple of years. And then I ended up turning it in, like that was all just developed in my functions.php, and my theme was like all hard coded. And then I moved it off into a plugin for myself, didn't sell it, just for me. And then I built a dashboard where I could see all of those, things that were in this database that I had created this like database, but I couldn't see anything in it unless I went to like the actual database itself. So in WordPress, I created this like dashboard that showed all the affiliate links, and then I knew which pages those short codes appeared on. And then I decided to, people would email me because I had MoneyLab at the time, and people would email me and say, how are you getting those boxes to appear? Like, how are you doing that? And I would say, my answer was always, it's a thing I developed for myself. It's kind of like, it's not even a plugin. It's like hard coded in my website. And so then eventually I decided to, as a MoneyLab experiment, to develop it into a sellable plugin in 40 days. And so I took it, I teamed up with a developer. We partnered up, 60-40 split. And he took my code and turned it into like a legit plugin that would work for pretty much anyone. And it was not just Amazon. For me, when I first started the plugin, it was really just Amazon. And then what we did with the other plugin, with the plugin that we were selling, we called it Earnest, EARNIST. We would allow you to add custom links. So you could use Amazon, ClickBank, Commission Junction, literally any link. So any affiliate program. And it allowed you to create those display boxes. That was really our key. And it would tell you like where they existed and all that stuff. And if they were, 404 pages, so you knew like your affiliate links were active, they were working, you knew where they were, all that stuff. And at the same time, my friend was developing his own plugin called Lasso, which was what I was doing, minus the display boxes. So what he was doing was like scanning your entire website and finding all your existing links, and then being able to manipulate all of those links in one view. And so we teamed up. We just took Earnest and we combined it into Lasso. So now, Lasso has the ability to take any link on your website, any existing link, you flip a switch, you pick your affiliate link, and it'll just turn that link into an affiliate link. And you can also add display boxes. And so what we're essentially trying to do now with Lasso is, there are big affiliate sites out there like wirecutter.com that make literally like millions and millions of dollars with affiliate links. And they have these beautiful display boxes on their products, like, the ratings, pros and cons, all this really rich information. And we're developing, and that's what Lasso essentially does, is takes your affiliate links, allows you to manage them all in one place, and then allow you to create rich content around those affiliate links so that people actually click them and you actually get, you make money. So that's the reason I got into it, was because I really just needed it for myself. And then my business partner also needed it for his website. And we were just developing it for us. And then obviously made it available to the public. So you guys scratch your own itch.
Yeah.
That's always how it starts.
Yeah.
That's all. And let's just talk about, so where are we at? So, what's the pricing model? How many people we got? Like, let's talk about, how do people actually get on board?
So we were we had all these, we discussed many hours on how we were going to sell it, the pricing, all that stuff. We eventually settled on the easiest thing possible for us, which was just to sell it at a flat monthly rate of $49 a month. It's a premium plugin that you can only get through our site. But we do have it's updated and all that stuff. That's essentially, we decided to do it that way because we were going to offer a free version, but then it's there's a lot of customer service that goes into that. So because this is a part-time, side project for us, not that we want it to be, we would love it to be full-time, but right now we have other businesses, and if we can get it to a good place, then we'll switch. But right now we're we personally don't have the time. We do have a customer service rep on staff that is answering emails and stuff, but we just if we gave it away as a free product, we would just have way too much to deal with. So we started with that, and then we moved to a 14-day trial, which has certainly been more helpful than just outright $49. We want people to try this, see its value, because you really don't, the people who understand it. If I I'm an affiliate marketer technically. I don't associate myself in that community at all. But when someone is an affiliate marketer and sees the plugin and tries it, they immediately understand it. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, this solves all the problems I've ever had about affiliate marketing. But the people who don't do affiliate marketing and feel like they need to get into it, they have a hard time seeing its value, because they think, wait, doesn't this already exist? Yeah, no, it doesn't. And that's why we built it, because it's we couldn't find something that hit all the bases for us. There are certainly other affiliate marketing plugins out there, but none of them that hit all the bases that we're trying to hit. So it's kind of like an all-in-one solution for us. So we went with a really simple pricing model, which was $49 a month. We know that this is, if you implement this the way that you should, it will make you more than $49 a month guaranteed. It should make you way more than that, because we just, all of us have under monetized websites. They should be way better monetized. And we're hoping that this plugin will help those people. So right now we started the plugin, I think back in like, I said March, right? March, April, maybe. Our goal was to, from June to November, so in 6 months, try to get from 0 to 15,000 monthly recurring revenue. There's an entire experiment on MoneyLab.co about it. We are at about 2,000 monthly recurring revenue 6 months later. So we really didn't hit our goal. And the reason I think we didn't hit our goal is because we spent more time on the actual software itself, like, tweaking design elements, fixing the problems for our existing customers, making it bulletproof. Every single time we send out an update, we don't want it to screw something up. We want it to be bulletproof. So we're working really hard on unit testing. So like every single time we make a change, we run a series of unit tests to make sure that like nothing breaks. So we spend a lot of time on the actual plugin itself. We also run our businesses off the plugin. So like we kind of, making sure that we had the things that we need from it. And we did a really lousy job at promoting it. We had 3 ideas. One of the ideas was to build the greatest sales page of all time. Obviously, as I talked about earlier in this episode,
doesn't work if you don't have traffic.
Right. Doesn't work if you don't have traffic, and it's much harder than you think it is. The other one was to go on a podcast roadshow. Here I am. That works you get little bits here and there because
there's something to be said for podcast roadshows, because that's what I did.
Yeah, there is something to be said, but you have to go on the right one. So like I was going on like SEO podcasts, and I love SEO. It's great for me as for MoneyLab, but it doesn't translate to affiliate marketing. And then I've gone on a few shows where it's very much like, WordPress and affiliate marketing, like they kind of like go hand in hand. And those have definitely sent some traffic and some customers over. So that was good. Is it worth the time and effort? Probably. I mean, I like podcasting personally, but it really didn't. I really thought it was going to be like this is the key, and it wasn't the key. And the third thing we tried to do was we were going to create content. We were going to create blog posts around like helping people get started with affiliate marketing. Until we quickly realized that this plugin is really not for beginners. Like the people, I mean, it is. You can absolutely buy it as a beginner. It would be great if you started your website with a plugin like this and made money over time. But the people who immediately find it and go, oh, I totally get this, I understand it, are people who've been doing affiliate marketing for a few years and know that like, oh my God, somebody finally solved this problem. Like, I
just want to say to you, I don't know if you would agree with this, is that I also think if you can, the people you're going on the podcast is a great way of gelling with people.
Yes.
And it's a bit tricky, but you've got to see if you gel with somebody on a podcast. And then you might say to them, because I get every week I get inundated with people asking, I've written a blog post, can I put it on the WP-Tonic? The answer is no.
No.
I don't know who the hell you are.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want. Are you going to help me? What's in it for me? How are you going to help me? If you can help me a little bit, I'll probably help you. But I don't know who the hell these people are. I don't even know why they're bothering me, Matt. Now, if you go on the podcast and you go, and then you write a nice letter and you said, now I might be able to do this for you, but would you be able to do this? I've just met you. I've just seen you. I quite like you, Matt, actually. I think you're a nice guy, Matt.
Thanks. Can you...
No, if you wrote, you said, I might be able to help you this way. Right. I probably might be interested in helping you.
Yeah.
Why don't I?
Yeah.
I think that's another good reason to go on the podcast, isn't it?
I love podcasts. I am a podcaster. I run 2 of them. Every time, the first podcast that I ever started, I started it years and years and years ago, was one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. The podcast that I run with my friend, Listen Money Matters, which is a personal finance podcast, literally changed my life. I used to be very terrible with money, and I started a podcast with my friend who wasn't terrible with money. And now I'm not terrible with money because for the last 4 or 5 years, I'm running this podcast and learning about money because I'm creating content around it, but also like I'm at the same time I'm learning. And with MoneyLab, which is my, I've done a couple of business shows, but MoneyLab's been the one that's stuck around the most. I get to, talk to people and go like, hey, do you want to come on my show and just like talk about this topic? And they're like, yeah. And then I meet a friend, and then they've all helped me out in the future with something. Like, it's a relationship builder. And it's really difficult in the online space to, count those assets, because it's like, oh, I know that person. Like they're like, let's put them in this piggy bank here. Like, we'll save them for later, and we'll ask them a favor later. I don't look at it that way. I know people do. I know, like, you could take a CRM.
I don't do it. I don't do it consciously.
No.
I know some people that are a bit like that, and they come across that way, and it doesn't go down fantastic with me because it's a little bit too mercantile for my taste.
Right.
But, if we like people, we tend to help them out a bit more.
This is we're human beings. That's what we do. It's how the reason why we're having such a problem in this country and in this world is because social media has just disconnected us. It wasn't supposed to do that. It's supposed to do the opposite. But here we are. And podcasting, I think, has, you got to hear people's voices. You can't just have a one-way conversation, because that's exactly what some social media is. One-way, conversation, especially with Instagram. It's like you're just taking a picture of your posed self, and you're like, and then people just hate on you. Whereas podcasting and any sort of like, getting out in public, like going and hanging out with friends, like all of this stuff, there is, to me, I always think, and this is getting a little bit more philosophical, is like, if you can consider people, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but like they are the currency of life, like money is just a tool. Money is a tool to, buy a microphone.
I think my favorite analogy for money is money is just a medium of exchange.
Yeah, that's really all it is, right? And it's
the only good thing about money is you get better dates now. But
you get wave runners.
You get better dates, and also secondly, you don't have to put up with idiots.
Well, you do. Well, you get how much fun can something be when you're doing it by yourself? No matter how much money, how big is your house? Cool, but you live there by yourself. You have no friends to come over. I think that, having friends and family and just acquaintances and people around you it's immeasurable in, like, you cannot quantify it. You can't measure, you can't track it with analytics. I mean, you can if you're an asshole, but you basically, that is just the people who have the most people around them, they build a community around them, have the most value. Just like it just works that well. And so, like, for instance, like with Swim University, it's a website where, it gets a lot of traffic from people who are searching to find answers to their pool problems, and they find those answers and they kind of leave. And that's fine. I'm totally happy with that. That's the website I built. On MoneyLab, though, we don't get traffic. We don't get traffic from Google. We just don't rank for any keywords. That was never the goal. The goal was to connect with people in a different way, which was word of mouth and kind of and literally talking to people. So when you sign up for my email list at MoneyLab, it's me. I am talking to you. I answer those emails. If you reply, I'm the one. It's my one-on-one connection with a large group of people. And so when I need help with something, if I need feedback on a project that I'm working on, or I'm struggling with Lasso, if I'm struggling getting Lasso out into the public, I just straight up ask. I'm like, guys, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Does anybody have any ideas? And I literally have like 1,500 people who email me back and be like, yeah, I can help you out. Like, I have this community, or I'll put it in this Facebook group, or have you thought about trying this? It's like, that's so valuable. And it's like, it's not, and it's real. It's like real people out there. They're not just like, ticks in Google Analytics. They're human beings, which is, and again, you can't measure that. And I measure it by the number of people on my email list, but it doesn't mean the bigger the better. It's just like, how deep does your connection go? And can you nurture that into something that's legit? Can you meet these people in public? Can you can you ask them for favors and then not go, what are you asking me for? Like, what, those are like, again, immeasurable, but and I have done that. Like literally the other day I was struggling with, promoting Lasso, and I did that podcast that came out that I think you were listening to, Adrian, right? The one about not hitting our goal. And then I did, I updated our article about it, and everyone reached out. Like I didn't ask. They just reached out to me and was like, hey, I can help. Or have you tried this? And it's like, it's the best. It's the absolute best.
I think we're going to end the interview. Like I say, in the new year, you have to come back and have another discussion. I really enjoyed it, Matt, and you've been very gracious. We'll be back next week, hopefully with another great guest. We've got some, I've got to tell you, listeners and viewers, I don't know how I've managed it, but I've got some of the top leaders in the industry coming on the show in the next couple of months. I've got some exciting guests. And hopefully you're going to enjoy the interviews. We will be back next week offering great insights like Matt has offered for you. See you soon, folks. Bye.